Yeah, obviously, congratulations to Oklahoma. They've proven over the last 6-7 days they're the best team in our bracket, at least playing the best baseball. Very, very consistent, starting pitching, defense, timely hits. Obviously, it felt like Jacob was just great. What a battler. Most number of pitches I think he's thrown all year. So I'm really proud to be a part of this team and proud to be the coach at Texas A&M. This was, I think there's only one coach that gets to feel good at the end of this week. There'll come a day where we look back on this as awesome and a great step for our program. But right now, everybody on here, everybody wearing an A&M uniform expected to win and keep playing. So we're disappointed. But Oklahoma just simply outplayed us today, and credit to them.
Troy, what made Sandlin so tough today?
He's just able to mix all of his pitches. He was able to get ahead early with fastballs in the first half, and then next time around was able to mix and kind of threw whatever he wanted whenever he wanted. So hats off to him.
Okay, Travis.
Travis Brown with the Bryan College Station Eagle. Jacob, was today one of those days where you were going to go until your arm fell off? What was it like out there, and kind of what was your demeanor in going to how long you were going to throw?
Yeah, it was one of those days where, I knew what was at stake, and I wanted to give everything I had to those guys, and fortunately I had some pretty good command, struggled here and there, but like I said, I wanted to leave it all out there on the line for those guys, and didn't matter how I felt. It was more just if the results were still working, I was gonna run back out there.
Okay, here in the back.
Ryan Brauninger, Texas Aggies. Troy or Jacob, either one of you guys come to Texas A&M kind of on a whim and putting a lot of trust in Jim Schlossnagle. Can you put into words what this year has meant for you and what the university means to both of you?
No, I can't. It was a leap of faith for sure. And just to have these guys with me all year long for my last season, couldn't have asked for anything more. So thank you.
Yeah, I agree. I was sitting in this same situation last year, and I didn't really know where I was going to go. Didn't know whether it was going to be pro ball or back to school, and I'm so glad that the coach gave me a chance here, and honestly came here for a little bit of closure. Wasn't really sure what I was going to be getting into, but I fell in love with the team, with the school, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. There's no place I'd rather be. The fact that it hurts this much, I think, speaks to how much it meant to me, Troy, all the guys that came in. We might have only been here 1 year, but it's definitely our home. And I can't thank the coaches enough that helped put this all together, and the other players on this team for making this a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Okay, Molly, right up here with Olin.
Hi, Olin Buchanan, Texas Aggies. Troy, you guys have come from behind so many times this year. Was there ever a time that frustration and doubt started creeping in that you didn't think you'd be able to?
Today?
Yeah.
No. Like you said, we've been here multiple times. We just tried to keep plugging. Today wasn't our day. It's part of it. I think we've hit that lucky button enough times this season, and I guess today it ran out on us. But one heck of a run.
Coach, in the third inning, you guys gave up the run, and then following the next inning, you had the two leadoff guys on, and then Sandlin came back and struck out the side. How did that swing the game?
Yeah, a lot. I think he was really good. He was making good pitches. Even he made I don't even know how we started. Then he made maybe a couple hits or something like that. But he was executing pitches. He really had a good breaking ball going. he established his fastball enough to his glove side to where, maybe he earned a few pitches that were off the plate, at least from my view. That's not to say the umpire was bad. I'm just saying when you throw that many pitches to the same spot, you earn other pitches. And when you're scattering the balls all over the place, then you don't get the borderline pitch. But I thought he just had us on our heels the whole game. And credit to him and Skip. Skip's obviously an awesome pitching coach, always has been. And so, they're playing as good as anybody in college baseball, and they've earned the right to play for the championship.
Coach, what was the pitching plan kind of coming into the game? Was Prager kind of in an opener situation or just a short leash? What was that coming?
I mean, obviously, if I had known what I know now, I'd have started freaking Palisch. I mean, that's easy to say, but if that's your mindset, then you are cashing in one game for the tournament because he already doesn't bounce back awesome, and he obviously gave us a ton today. If we'd have scored a bunch of runs in the ninth inning, I mean, what's today, Wednesday? He might have been able to pitch on Saturday, Sunday. So just hoping to squeeze 2 or 3 innings out. And I thought, he came in the game 3-0, right? Our offense has been good. So I think the story is way less about who pitched for us and way more about Sandlin and the closer for them. I mean, they had us on our heels. We struck out 13 times. So we only had to. They only had to field 14 balls. So in a good defensive team and athletic team and a team that's playing well, you're setting yourself behind the 8 ball there.
Coach Schloss, great season, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Congratulations. And for ending it here was quite an accomplishment. But like early on, a little bit of struggles. Was it just a matter of the team gelling together? And when did that kind of turn happen in your season?
Yeah, for us, I think we were still feeling each other out, trying to figure out who we were, what we stood for. It really turned around when Austin Boats came in my office after a Tuesday night game against University of Houston. We had some injuries. We had lost Kalai Harrison. We had lost Trevor Werner. We were playing 2 freshmen that weren't ready to play. And Austin said, hey, I can play second base. And so we go to LSU, and we were on our heels, our first conference weekend. Had no idea what to expect. We got a left fielder playing second base, and he plays a good second base. And we win 2 out of 3, could have swept. And I think, from that point forward, even though we lost a couple series, 1 to Auburn and 1 to Alabama, we won the rest of our SEC series. That's pretty good, and that'd be hard to replicate next year. So I think we just started, the Pringles thing started. I think there was just a common bond among everybody that came out of that LSU Baton Rouge weekend when you go in that environment and win a series. And I think they started to believe in themselves, and I frankly had more belief in them than I did going into that weekend. I think all in all, Aggies are pretty proud today. The beauty is that we're still real disappointed too because we want to win championships. And I would anticipate, even though I never take these trips for granted, I would anticipate us being back here at some point.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.